Well, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, one and all. Welcome back to the New Galaxy Gamers channel, and welcome back to a learning series. Let's learn together here in Stationeers. I just got back from lunch break, and it was a long lunch break today. I already had a video episode recorded, but obviously that some things happened. I had to have the property owner come over and take care of a couple of repairs, and I accidentally, I thought I had turned off the microphone, and well, that didn't work exactly the way I planned. It accidentally recorded our conversation, so I couldn't post that video. So this is its replacement. So that's why today's episode is running a little bit late. That being said, I hope you all are having a safe, wonderful, and successful week this week. I know I am, and I hope you're all having a safe, wonderful, and successful week. I know I am having that, and oh, okay. And whatnot. So today's episode, we're going to go ahead. In the last episode I had recorded, I did all the power offline to get us hooked up so that we would have power. So yeah, we're going to be a little bit further ahead. Not by much though. I put the passive vent in here for now. The active vent here. I hooked it up with the piping. I still need to hook up the wiring before I can go ahead and do all that good stuff for the doors. I put the door frames in place. In here, I have put the console and the chip card in it. The data card is there too. And I put the gas sensor in as well. So, that being said, we're ready for that. And I went and did some mining. So, with that being said, if you are new to the channel, welcome aboard. If you are a returning member, welcome back to you as well. It is great to have you here on the New Galaxy Gamers channel. And it is great to have you here in the Let's Learn Together series as well. I hope you're all having a safe, wonderful, and successful week. And as usual, all usual disclaimers are in the description of the video. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get right to it, because I want to try to get some stuff done today that we need to get done. Like getting the electronics printer set up, getting the pipe mender set up. And we're out of power again. Yep. Alright. Do I have any coal? I should. I'm sorry, folks. There we go. That'll get all that charged back up for us. Go. Guess I better weld that up, huh? That being said, let's go ahead and grab our coffee, or donuts, or bagels, or Egg McMuffins, sausage, egg, and cheese biscuits, whatever it might be that's your favorite breakfast, lunch, dinner, or snack, and let's, from our favorite local mom and pop coffee shop, and let's get cracking. Okay, so it is dark right now. We'll probably have to do a little more mining. And I better weld that up before I accidentally do the wrong thing here. I have some silver there that I accidentally ran into. I got my mining tool out. So we are charging everything, getting it going. Okay. It is going to take a little while to charge all that up. We'll do that. Do that, get that all charged up so our drill is safe. So, as I said, yeah, I had to re-record this video. That's why it's a little late. I didn't want to take the risk of accidental doxing, and I wouldn't want people doing it to me, so I try not to do it to them. Alright, that's ready. Okay. Alright. Charged. That's fully charging. What's this battery? Let's go ahead and charge you real quick too. Oh, it's at 100%. Okay. Alright. So I'm going to need to mine for more coal. We're going to need more copper and all that good stuff too. We'll let that take care of its thing. Let's grab our handy dandy electronics printer and get that set out. Well, I probably want to actually... Okay, there we go. You know what? Let's see if we can't get all this in here. Copper. Iron. Copper. Iron. Gold. Alright, there we go. We'll get all this mined up and then I'll switch belts and we'll weld. When I switch belts, I'll have to remember to weld that all up over here. I guess I must have missed those two when they were underneath. So yeah. One of the things I was saying in the video, though, that I couldn't post, was that I do kind of like, now that I'm starting to learn more about Stationeers and how it works, I am starting to appreciate the system they've designed. And that's, to me, a good thing. I'm just going to put all this in here, guys, and then we can... We can move it around as we need it. Nope. Grab you, put you here. In the last video, I did actually build our, I did create the electronics printer and the pipe vendor kit. We'll probably do one more quick run when it gets light out for, no, actually, we could probably go tonight. When it gets light, we'll just have... Oh, it's starting to get light now anyway. Okay. So, we'll go out for one... Once this bit of gold is done refining, we'll go out and grab some more ore so that we don't have to go out for a little bit. And then we'll come back and we'll do some more work. Today was supposed to be about ore resources, mining and getting power going, but I got that going, obviously. And before I forget, so I'm not doing something dumb again. Alright, we can go out. And let's go. Have a little fun. We'll explore the area, see what we come up with for ore. I've obviously mined that. Let us go this way. What's this? Ah, coal. We'll grab some more coal real quick, guys. And 26. I'll grab another couple packs of coal if I can. Still registering at this. Oh, there is. Cool. So yeah, I was saying that there are differences between how the mechanics and space engineers work as opposed to stationeers, and that's okay. Like power and stationeers, you just put a wind turbine down or a battery down, and you got power on all your blocks so long as all the blocks are connected. But here you actually have to hook it up and do all the management. And yeah, I'm kind of starting to respect it and like it, as I'm starting to understand it a little bit. And I'm kind of hoping that as I learn the other aspects of Stationeers, I'm kind of hoping that I'll come to like those aspects as well. $44. Registering something right here. That's what it's... Nitrous, okay. Alright, well, we got coal. What's this? Oxite. Copper, probably need plenty of that. Grabbing more copper can never hurt. Same with iron. Gold. Now, the difference in Space Engineers and here, as far as ore usage, in the early game in Space Engineers, you start out using stone, and then you build into using iron, silicon, and nickel. Gold and silver are kind of more of a, and then you branch out and you end up starting to use cobalt, silver and gold and magnesium.
Hydration critical.
Okay. We're gonna have to get a new water bottle when we get home. And so that's gonna be a thing that we're gonna have to sort out real quick. So what was I saying? Oh yeah. So you'd end up using gold in the late game. And there's not really all that much in Space Engineers block-wise that you're using gold for. Okay. Oxide, okay. Let's go down here. We got copper. Actually, I wouldn't mind grabbing another couple of stacks of iron too while I'm at it. Okay. So, you know, there is that, and I do think that, you know, does help. So there are differences, and as I get used to those differences, I am starting to appreciate Stationeers more. And I know sometimes it might seem like I don't, but you know, the software developer head in me tends to kick in, and you know, I look at things from a way that I probably shouldn't. But it is what it is. All right. I know base is here. Well, it's a good thing I turned that tracker on. I know I turned it on. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. It's not tracking. Please tell me I got the right tracker in here. Yeah, tracker. Atmos analyzer. I know I turned that on too. Huh. Well, this is a fine kettle of fish. The heck? Yeah, it's not tracking. I know I'm not out of range. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Well, this is a predicament. My drill is 50% in it. My suit has 50%. Tracker has a little bit of...
Power low.
Yeah. I do think they could do a better job of Okay. So that's going that way. I think this might be how I found it last time. Yeah. Going that way. Yeah. Okay, so that's going that... Wait. Yeah, it's not tracking. What the heck? Well, this is part of Let's Learn. I have apparently managed to screw this part up twice in a row. I'm going to turn the light off for a minute. Just to see if I can see spot out of the corner of my eye our lander, if I'm looking at things correctly, because the tracker's not going to help me. Can't believe I did that. I do not see the lander. So, this is a problem. Well, this part was in the last video too. In the last attempt at this video as well. Let me jump up, jetpack up just a hair. That's not gonna work. That's not good. You put me near lead too. Wait, is that it right there? No. I was gonna say, I thought I saw the lander, but... Okay, I've been here. Alright, I've been here. So... Alright, so we're back to where we were getting the iron. And I did see the base somewhere in here. Let me think. We're gonna have to wait. This is not good. Well, good thing I got some more coal. Oh, is that it right there? I'm just shutting the lid off just for a second, folks. That might be it. Getting light. And that was not the lander. Up here. Alright, so now that it's light out, we should be able to find base. I am not seeing it though. Oh, wait a minute. It's my... This is where I was saying, it would have been nice if they would put GPS markers in here too. Otherwise, you're really playing a game of hit and miss. Is that the lander? No. Crud. Well, this ain't good, guys. Well, it would seem I have managed to mess things up a little bit. And in this game, that is not unusual. Just see something here. Settings. Let me just see if I can figure out a way to... Alright. See if that helps a little bit. Oh wow, that actually does not help. Well, this technically means they've made a mistake in their field of view stuff. I am going to turn my light off. Alright guys, I'm going to have to pause for a second. And while I look this up, because I have managed to lose where we are. Maybe somebody has figured out how to do that. In case you overestimate, go to your save. Documents, my game, Stationeers, saves. Okay, so apparently it might actually be off even though I turned it on. So let's see. Let's try this, folks. Document my games, Stationeers, saves, on camera. I'll edit this real quick. Let me just see what I'm looking for. Item beacon. Item, let's see. Okay, I have found in here world position. State is off. Says it is off. One for on, so it is on. State name powered. The on off set to 1. 1. It's powered. Oh, it's got an error. Okay. Looks well. The world's saying error, so I don't know. I do not know how I'm going to find base. So if I've got an arrow. Okay, this is not funny. Are we going to have to restart? Am I going to have to reset? I think we might have to start over. Well, this is not good. All right, that's what we'll do. Actually, no. You know what I'll do? We'll do it this way. On camera. We'll reload. Oh no! Put me right back here. Let me just change this field of view stuff back. Please tell me this is the one. Okay. Alright, so I got us back to where we were. Well, crap, I should have just done it that way from the start. Alright, so let's just do this real quick, guys. We learned something today. We learned something. Or I did, anyway. I learned that my beacon hates me. Alright. Let's do this. Let's, So we'll get the power, and this will actually, now that I know I could do that. Okay, there's that there. We'll get the power situation set up like I was supposed to do on the episode. Alright, so now we'll do this. We'll wire that in like that. Let's hook you up like you that. Okay. We'll do this. Like that. Actually, let me cut this one. Let's do this. We'll do this. And folks, I do hope you will forgive my late video today. Okay, I did that. That is something that I hope they fix, is these controls don't like to set the way they probably should. Okay. So, but yeah, as you can see, thank you. Yes, we brought Tias with us. And yes, she's annoying as ever. I'm just going to wire this all up all the way to the end. Okay. We'll need the arc furnace. And Howard. All right. Okay, grab these cables here. There we go. All right. All right. Let me go ahead and grab these. I'll put this generator in here. And let's see. Iron sheets. Okay, I should have that all now welded. All right. Ah. Okay. All right, we'll hang out for a couple of more minutes, folks, and then I'm going to have to call it. But I do want to know why that's just stopped working. Yeah, you know what? I'll put it right here, actually. There we go. All right. Put my welder away. Ah! Okay. All right, so let's see if this is actually work. See, now that's not working. So I don't know. I'm getting an error, so I don't know what's going on. And it's not telling me that there's an error or anything like that. So if you guys know why my tracking beacon is doing that and not actually showing up on the data pad, that'd be awesome. Because quite honestly, I have no idea. And I'd like to know. So if you guys do know that answer, you know, I'd be more than happy to hear it. If you know of a fix for it, I'd be happy to hear that too. Perhaps it's an update that has broken this world. If that is, please tell me. And if I have to, I'll just restart the world. Which that may not, to be honest, that may not actually be a bad idea. But we'll leave it there. We didn't do all that much today. You saw me screw up and go wandering way too far. I really shouldn't have done that. I don't know why the tracking beacon stopped working. Because it worked in the last episode. So maybe there's something that's happened between episodes that an update that I don't know about or something like that. And that does happen from time to time. I do know that Stationeers is not, well, it's not necessarily alpha. I would probably consider it beta because of all the work they're still doing. I do know that there's a lot of terrain updates coming, things like that, even though but that's in the beta channel, and I am not going to mess with that because, you know, reasons. But we will leave it there. We've got ourselves powered up. Excuse me. Everything is charging. And that's what's important. I will check my off-camera world and see if that one is still working with the tracking beacon. If it is, then that probably tells me something's corrupted in this file, in this world save, and I'll have to redo it and get us back to this point. And I really hope that that's not the case, but sometimes it happens and you have to do it. At least with Stationeers, it's not, you know, it won't take us long to get back to this point, so it's not a complete loss. So that being said, I will hope to see you all in the next episode. I do hope you enjoyed today's video. Yes, I screwed it up. Yes, it is late, and I do apologize for that. But I do enjoy hanging out with y'all, and we'll go from there. If you enjoyed today's video, please be sure to hit the like and the subscribe button. Smash that bell notification icon to tell YouTube to tell you when I upload. And be sure to share the link to the channel with your family, your friends, your colleagues, your co-workers, your pet kitty cat, pet puppy dog, pet parakeet, pet bunny rabbit, and your pet snake if you really want one, but I don't know why you would. That being said, by sharing the link to the channel with others, it does help this wonderful channel grow and helps this wonderful community grow. And I will see you all in the next episode. Have a safe, happy, and wonderful week, and I'll see you soon. Happy gaming.